Paddy and Tygrr just having some fun, picking some words, then the pictures get done. We share it with each other and we laugh. Type in some words, let the madness unwrap. MidJourney Madlibs, nothing gets clearer. That's the show, it just keeps getting weirder. MidJourney Madlibs, nothing gets clearer. That's the show, it just keeps getting weirder.
Oh my gosh. What on earth?
Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please come in and make yourself at home. My name is Paddycake. Welcome to Paddycake Games and the next episode of MidJourney Madlibs. And with me, as always, is my best friend and my co-host, Brent. How are you today?
Oh wow. So I think last week I told you I was befrazzled or bedazzled or something. Bedazzled.
Something with azzle at the end.
Anyway, yes and no. I'm kind of that.
Well, you guys know how this works, and if you don't know how it works, here's how it works. We send each other Madlibs. We send each other the answers to go into the Madlibs. We then take the sentences. We run them through MidJourney. We create a series of art. We get together. We share it with each other, and we laugh. And that's the show. And we hope you like it. And if you do like it, look down below the video. There's a button just for you. It's a thumbs up button. It just means you like the video. And if you're clicking on that, you might as well go right next to it and click on the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps out the channel a whole lot. And then you can ring the notification bell as well, and that'll let you know when new videos get posted to the channel. There's a couple of other things you can do as well. You can join the Discord. If you look at the description of the video, there's a link to a Discord. We have a pretty awesome Discord with really nice people, and all the art from the show is posted in the MidJourney Madlibs channel the day after the episode airs, so you can see it up close and personal. And if you want to help out the channel in ways other than liking and subscribing, you can always join the channel. Just click on the join button. There's 2 tiers of membership. You can look through those and decide which one is best for you if you do decide to join. All right, Brent. You're up.
Okay, well, I'm going to dedicate this episode to our friend Dan. And as you see, our episode is called Inside Abuela's Purse.
Oh, good old Abuela.
And this is in the returned style of Hieronymus Bosch. All right, I know this is the All-Stars, but this artist came from season 1 before we started doing the artist spotlights. So I feel that it's fair to go ahead and give him a full artist spotlight. If you've ever stared at a Bosch painting and thought, this looks like a medieval fever dream after too much bad wine, you'd be right on track. Hieronymus Bosch, born around 1450 in the Dutch city of 's-Hertogenbosch, yes, that's where he got his professional name, was part of a long line of painters. He was born Hieronymus or Jerome van Aken. His family ran a painting workshop for multiple generations, and Bosch carried on the tradition. But instead of painting polite portraits or tidy biblical scenes, he let his imagination crawl into the weirdest corners of human sin and spirituality. So this is his painting style, basically. Bosch's style is unlike anything else in late medieval art. While his contemporaries stuck to solemn saints and respectful Madonnas, Bosch filled his canvases with grotesque creatures, surreal hybrids, and landscapes that look like the backdrop of your strangest dream or nightmare. He used meticulous detail and luminous color, layering moral allegory with absurdity. It's religious art, yes, but it's also dark comedy, satire, and surrealism centuries before the word even existed. His notable works. His most famous piece, The Garden of Earthly Delights, which was painted between 1490 and 1510, looks at humanity from Eden to damnation with a middle panel of pure Technicolor chaos. Naked figures cavorting with giant birds, strange fruits, and inexplicable objects that may or not be medieval musical instruments of torture. Yes, that's what I said, musical instruments of torture. Other notable works include the Haywain Triptych and the Temptation of St. Anthony, both equally packed with bizarre demons and warnings against human folly. Each painting feels like a puzzle, part sermon, part carnival sideshow. And here's something weird, because Bosch would approve. While many assume Bosch must have been dabbling in heresy to dream up such visions, he was actually a devout Catholic, and his strange imagery was intended as a moral compass, surreal warnings of dangers, of lust, greed, and gluttony. Still, it's hard not to wonder if he was also the first great fantasy illustrator, inventing D&D monsters 5 centuries too early. In short, Bosch painted morality plays as though your Sunday sermon collided with a hallucinatory nightmare, equal parts terrifying, fascinating, and oddly funny. But of course, we might want to show you just a few quick clips of how we reacted to Bosch the first time around.
Strike. A lazy pose.
I don't want to stomp my kneecap. That sounds painful. See, he says it's painful. Look at him. He's like, I shouldn't have done this. And why is there a hand coming out of the top of his head?
And it's not the only one that had that.
That bird is swaying his coconuts a little bit, if you know what I mean. Okay, those are terrifying. Those are absolutely terrifying. That's the stuff of nightmares.
And so now it's time for you to enjoy another Madlib in the style of Hieronymus Bosch. Whenever I go to visit my Abuela, she is always carrying her designer Scott Bakula purse.
That didn't look anything like that. Well, I mean, the purse looks rather normal, and it actually looks like something that I would think Scott Bakula might carry around, maybe. Why do you think that they decided it would be a good idea to wear a hat made out of various loaves of bread?
Well, to me, it looks more like what magistrates in England wear, like the judges.
Oh, like,
you know how they
like
wear the
a powdered wig?
Powdered wig. Like, I mean, you know, we used to do it, of course, in the US, but they still do it in the UK. They'll put on this wig when they do court.
Yeah, court is because that's considered their court formal attire, is they have to have the powdered wig on. But this doesn't look like a powdered wig. This looks like they taped loaves of bread to their head.
Well, you know, I wish I knew the Spanish word for secrets, and I've been doing Duolingo forever, and I don't know that word yet, but... You know, like they say about holding secrets in your big hair.
Oh.
It's as big as a board game.
Okay, makes sense.
Has 33 pockets. And you never know what you might find inside.
Okay. Oh, my. Oh, that's cool. That's so Bosch. All the weird little diddly boos and things sticking
That's
out
why
everywhere.
I picked it. It also did a really good job getting close to 33. I didn't count them yet. But...
I also love that Abuela just pops out of the side every now and then and offers you advice.
Yeah, it's like a really messed up cuckoo clock. Of course, she carries the usual stuff, like a pack of suspenders, her suspenseful glasses, a wallet full of $80 bills, and 2001 photos of me and Jody.
That's a lot of photos. Wow, and not much of a picture based on all that information that you just gave it. Although, why is Saw in the background?
I did not see that.
I would like to play a game.
So weird.
You're going to go through Abuela's purse. You're going to find 2001 pictures. If you don't, the bomb in Abuela's head is going to explode.
I said photos of me, a ginger kid, and Jody, a dark-haired man with a mustache. This isn't one of the ones they gave you from that particular
So, apparently you grew a beard very early in life.
Sometimes she'll reach into her purse and surprise me with a special treat of cashew chicken.
That seems awfully messy to carry around, Grandma.
I got so many great ones from this one. And this may not be your first pick because it does almost look like a photograph.
It does look like a photograph. It actually kind of looks a little bit like Rita Moreno.
It does, now that you mention it. But I just love the look on her face. Mm-hmm. And that you can it looks like you're eating Chinese food. I didn't get any of them with her pulling it out of her purse, or that would have been the one. One time, she even pulled out 5.5 Cocker Spaniels from her huge purse.
A half?
Yeah, think about that.
I'm really frightened about having a half of a Cocker Spaniel in your purse. She looks pretty frightened too. She's like, oh my God, there was a half Cocker Spaniel in my purse.
She just looked so severe. I had to. And I love that this one isn't in the style of Bosch. It's the painting behind her.
But she's dressed as a character from a Bosch painting.
I know. It's just so
So
wild.
she's
And
probably
you can see.
She's probably like the what do you call it? The docent at like the Bosch exhibit at the museum. They have to dress like Bosch characters.
But
She's got her bag.
Many...
She's got her bag with her. You know,
Yeah.
she's got her change of clothes there. So, you know, she can't leave the museum with her outfit on. But yeah, weird that she carries around a tray of dogs.
She said they were a fancy present for me for being so sopping wet.
What
But-
is that behind her? Because that's
I guess
frightening.
I guess the crayfish is supposed to represent being wet. I did that because this was the only thing that had a water creature. There were a few that had like rain-like things going on. They were all dark, dark, dark. And maybe I missed some gems because I couldn't see them. I played with the puppies all day and taught them how to fart and reach down whenever I said the special command, Flibberty Gibbet.
Those are cute little puppies. Although one of them's back end just sort of disappears.
Maybe,
But we're
maybe
just
it's
going
curved.
to. Yeah, we're just going to. Well, I mean, it could potentially
Maybe that's
be.
the half puppy.
Oh, there it is. We found it. We found it. It just slipped down to the next slide. It's all good.
Oh. But my parents weren't too happy and told my abuela to take the animals home with her.
Hurry up, Abuela. Take him and run.
And we will help you.
Make sure you grab that capybara too.
What else? She brought all kinds of things besides puppies with her.
I mean, she's got what looks like a capybara in a basket. It kind of looks like a capybara on the ground as well, but not quite.
I don't know. It looks kind of scary.
And then mom's holding something small.
I don't know what that is.
Can't tell what
Maybe
that
that's
is.
the half cocker.
Oh, maybe so. It's the other half. Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. I was sad, but my abuela said, "Don't worry. Next time, I'll bring you a newborn caterpillar."
I don't want this newborn caterpillar. It's on my head. And it's making me uncomfortable.
Maybe that's just what she's imagining when grandmother says that. But I love because that all was in quotes from "Don't worry, I'll bring you a newborn caterpillar." Next time I'll bring you. That's all in quotes. So this is what quotes give me: "Doy, wow, thatty or venable." Tibet, not it. Effitor sit altumbe. They got all weird in Latin. Nevercur Barian.
Yep.
And then
It's
from
brought to you
Norwars.
by Ats under Pictus Norwus.
Here are some amazing honorable mentions, starting with her and her Scott Bakula purse. Scott Bakula does some really wild purses, doesn't he? Now?
Right?
And I picked this because even though it's a split screen, it's it's pulling it in, and it's not really pulling it in. It's just this is just like a different.
Well, it's
picture
like a
with her
product
holding
shot. It's a product shot.
Yeah.
They show the close up so you can see what it looks like close up, and they show what it looks like if someone's carrying it, so you get like an idea of how big it actually is.
It's as big as a board game, has 33 pockets, and you never know what you might find inside.
And apparently, all the pockets are transparent, so you don't have to wonder what you'll find inside. You can
So
see it
you
from
do.
outside the purse.
You pretty much do know what you're going to find
exactly.
inside.
You're gonna know exactly what you're gonna find in every pocket because you can see it.
Sometimes she'll reach into her purse and surprise me with the special treat of cashew chicken. It's a cashew chicken. So weird. I had to put it in here because it's just so weird. And it could have been in a Bosch painting, but this is it come to life.
It's come to life. It's in 3 dimensions now, and it's horrifying.
I was sad, but my abuela said, "Don't worry, next time I'll bring you a newborn caterpillar."
Don't you war scone? It's wonked is onto that net, not wambatawali, boit turdy sin marahatarayat.
I really feel like Senmaharatariat must be the caterpillar word for caterpillar because I picked this one. This is also a zoom out, so it was just about half of that caterpillar thing, and I just wanted to see what would happen. And when I zoomed it out, it gave me this like quote, which I thought was so weird. Mexinan nostrili. Oy.
It also looks like he's just like leaping out of the ground.
And he looks like he might be wearing armor. He doesn't look very
it looks mechanical.
infantile.
It actually looks mechanical.
And here's that same one, which is so cool.
Now it's in
had
the
to put it in
clouds.
here. This was just so cool looking. I mean, not really Bosch-like, but just the way it interpreted this
it's pretty.
thing it's just cool. And then this thing.
Oh, you got a comic. Oh man, I love when I get these. They're so
That's why
weird.
I had to put it in there.
Nonsensical.
I don't see much about a caterpillar. Do you see a baby?
Do Yora, Alibaba, Ayan Baba, Lebozen, Kukana, Krega Azinima, Koi, Ayua, Lada, Quiz, and Nambanda, Kama Katarinin de la Barbara.
I'm almost sure that you just cast a spell.
Probably. They look
So if
like.
my house fills up with caterpillars, I'm not going to be happy. And that is it for Inside Abuela's Purse.
That was fun.
It was so hard to pick all the pictures for it because, I mean, Bosch is that
Bosch
style
was such an
just
interesting.
runs
He
crazy.
was such an interesting artist.
Maybe I could have gotten, like this religious theme would have made the Bosch one like just light up. But this is the one I did use, which is of course Greatest Grandma Madlibs. And I thought that would be a great one for this. So, yep, it's quite fun.
Speaking of the greatest grandma, I've heard that Lady Shablagoo has some more advice to give.
Need some advice? Ask Lady Shablagoo.
Dear Lady Shablagoo, I pride myself on being helpful. Whenever friends, coworkers, or strangers at the bus stop have a problem, I always know a fact, statistic, or obscure historical tidbit that relates to it. For example, when my neighbor's cat ran away, I explained to her how Napoleon's horse once escaped before the Battle of Leipzig, and why it's important to stay calm in such moments. When my cousin had a breakup, I reminded her that Benjamin Franklin wrote about heartbreak in Poor Richard's Almanac, admittedly in a passage mostly about cabbage. Even when my barber complained about high rent, I launched into a 15-minute analysis of housing inflation trends from 1978 to the present day. Here's the problem. People sometimes act annoyed when I share my wisdom. They'll say things like, "Thanks, Professor," or "Not everyone has to be a lecturer." I honestly don't understand. Shouldn't they be glad to have someone with a wide knowledge base around? How do I make people appreciate my helpful input instead of rolling their eyes? Sincerely, Professor Helpful. Not my real name, but it could be.
My dear Professor Helpful, or should I say Professor Tangent? Well, now aren't you a curious kettle of soup? You remind me of a man who came to fix my screen door once. By the end of the visit, I knew more about the migration patterns of Canadian geese than I ever knew about hinges. Sweet man, but my door still squeaked. That's you, sugar. Now let's talk about your problem. You say people don't appreciate your wisdom. Well, here's a little truth nugget. Sometimes people don't want wisdom. Sometimes they just want sympathy, a nod, and maybe a cookie. Nobody ever comforted a child who was crying with, well, actually, Julius Caesar once stubbed his toe on a marble step. Here's my smorgasbord of solutions. Instead of offering facts right away, ask first. Do you want advice, or do you want me to listen? That one question can change a whole friendship. People will start to see you as kind, not just knowledgeable. If you simply must share your trivia, keep it short, under 30 seconds. Pretend you're on a game show, and the buzzer will sound if you go longer. Bonus points if you actually bring a little egg timer to conversations. Or this one. Start charging tuition. hand out little diplomas after each unsolicited fact. If you're gonna act like a professor, you might as well get paid in snacks or pocket change. I guarantee people will love your lectures once they think you're in on the joke. And if you ignore all this and keep giving cabbage-based pep talks when people just want a hug, then I'm afraid you'll have to sit in the corner of your next dinner party wearing a sign that says, "Yes, I know a fun fact about forks. No, I may not share it." Now, don't mistake me. Your knowledge is valuable. But Sugar Plum, wisdom without timing is like gravy without a biscuit. Just a puddle. Learn when to pour it, and people will lick the plate clean. Fondly exasperated, Lady Shablagoo. Now that one was a doozy. Bye, y'all.
Well, that's certainly some advice.
I didn't expect that at all.
Well, it's my turn to do a Mad Lib now. And my Mad Lib tonight is called A Case of Puppy Love. And my art is in the style of Wes Anderson. We first featured the style of Wes Anderson in episode 15 of season 3. If you'd like to know more about Wes Anderson or see how his art style appeared before, that's where you can look. Here's a couple of interesting facts you may not have known about him. Anderson has named Rosemary's Baby as his favorite horror film, and he has listed his 3 favorite musicals as The Pajama Game, Meet Me in St. Louis, and Sadie McKee. Anderson frequently uses pop music from the 1960s and 70s on the soundtracks of his films. However, The Grand Budapest Hotel, which is mostly set in the 1930s, uses music by Alexander Desplat. Its soundtrack won Desplat the Academy Award for Best Original Score, the BAFTA Award for Best Film Music, and World Soundtrack Award for Best Original Score of the Year. The soundtracks for his films have often brought renewed attention to artists featured, most prominently in the case of Jackson Browne's These Days, which was featured in the Royal Tenenbaums. When we first featured Wes Anderson films as an art theme, I was really excited. Britt and I have actually seen so many images in MidJourney that already looked like his style, and of course we've also seen all of his movies. So even when we weren't trying for it, we got things that reminded us of him. Plus, Anderson has always been one of my favorite filmmakers. So we started off strong with an image that looked like a diorama of a Wes Anderson scene. It just had that carefully constructed miniature look, and the My Life Has Improved 7% image was so Wes Anderson, but it's a totally different kind of Wes Anderson, more like the Asteroid City Wes Anderson in the old desolate place, but nothing could have prepared us for the whimsical body horror of roller somersaulting. Such a strange interpretation, but it kept that quaint pastel-colored whimsy that Anderson is known for. If anyone could come up with Olympic carrots, it would certainly be Anderson, as evidenced in the strange winter sport that MidJourney created in his style, the hair, the outfit, that spotted helmet. I could see all of those in a Wes Anderson film. Even in the honorable mentions, one image looked exactly like a cast from a Wes Anderson film, like the main family he would focus on. And the other, My Life Has Improved 7%, the color palette, that throwback feel, it just felt like it belonged in one of his films. Honestly, by the end of it, I just wanted to see a Broadway musical of a Wes Anderson movie. Can you imagine a musical version of The Royal Tenenbaums or Moonrise Kingdom? That would be so amazing. But anyway, let's see what happens when we revisit the style of the iconic filmmaker Wes Anderson. So this one begins with a little explanation of how the Mad Lib works. This is a telephone monologue to be read by a barn owl in pajamas.
Wow.
He's so
This-
cute.
I love everything about this. It's all Wes Anderson.
Right.
The color palette, the weirdness of having a barn owl wearing headphones and a robe, everything. It's just great. And it nailed every single aspect.
Everything looks kind of old. It could be modern, but it's someone that has old technology, like an old rotary style phone. The headphones are very old style. The wallpaper's very old fashioned, It's very
missing a
Wes
hole,
Anderson. Hi, Johnny. It's me, Mark. I hope I didn't wake you from a sneaky deep sleep. No, not at all. I'm wide awake.
Did you get the joke that I put in there?
Oh, now I get it. I'm sorry. It took me a second. From the movie The Room. Johnny and Mark.
So I gave you.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, little inside joke that I tossed into the word to the words this time around.
Well, you know, maybe we'll cover that on Patty's Pajama Party Picture Show at some point.
Oh my!
Sure, I know what snake it is. I have a digital Princess Leia action figure right by my bed. So I got one
I
of
didn't
two
expect
things.
her to be so lifelike.
I got one of two things with this prompt. I got a girl in bed with Princess Leia hair in a Wes Anderson style, or I got everything was action figures. Like the entire set was
Sorry.
nothing but action figures.
I hope you put one of those in the honorable mentions.
I think I did. If I remember correctly, I did. But I just love that
I'm
they
not-
gave her the perfect buns, the Princess Leia buns. It's like immediately you
Yeah.
look at that, it's like, oh, that's Princess Leia in a Wes Anderson film. But she's holding a snake.
Well,
Okay.
she's digital, so somebody spent some money. No.
It's 31 a.m. But when I sleep over at your house, this is always the time you clap up to go to the mind.
I didn't know how mind was going to work. I just wanted to try it because it's such an abstract kind of noun. But I like how it did this.
It gave me something very, very, very weird.
I mean, besides what's going on with their faces and
Yeah, I
many
don't know
of the
what's up with their
cases.
faces for most of them. The only one that seems relatively normal is the one right in the center.
Yeah, and well, the one on the far right bottom here looks okay too. I mean, left bottom. Sorry, left. The far right bottom is that's
His
terrifying.
face is caved in.
Yeah, but
And the one at the very
it's
top
weird.
is only legs. It's only legs. There's nothing else. Just legs.
Oh, and a shirt maybe.
Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it. The shirt's just laying over the chair.
I'm uncomfortable.
And they have-
there's one dark-haired person back there in the corner by the TV.
I can't go back to sleep. I haven't even been asleep. I haven't even closed my fake plastic flowers even once. It was either this or pictures of women lying down in bed covered with flowers.
Were they real or plastic?
Well, you couldn't really tell. But it's pretty much that was the prompts I got. This is the only one that gave me anything that was even slightly different. I ran this one like 10 times. And every time I
So we
ran
got-
it, no matter how much chaos I added, no matter how much weirdness I added, it gave me young women laying in bed with flowers all around them.
I
That's
started
it.
thinking about it. I'm like, wait, did I give you magenta? But no, I did not.
No,
But
it
does
went
look
with
like-
this color. Yeah.
It looks like Evan Peters in a Wes Anderson movie.
Every time my chin hits the leaf blower, I start tossing and spinning in circles.
What is that?
I'm guessing this is supposed to be the leaf blower, but it kind of looks
Oh.
like he's holding a leaf blower that's also attached to a lawnmower.
Yeah, and it also looks like he's holding some kind of tool. Instead, I don't know. It's all a mess.
And,
then
on his
there's
belt
something going
pouch,
on.
on his belt loop, it's like it almost. I don't know. For some reason,
Like
it
an
makes me think of
attachment?
like spoons. Like it's a bunch of spoons or something attached.
Oh,
plastic
I was thinking
spoons
it
or
was something like you could stick to the end of.
Well,
the-
it probably
the
is
blower.
what maybe what was intended. You know, the extra attachments. But I mean, have you ever had a leaf blower with attachments? Mine doesn't have attachments. That's for vacuum cleaners.
I mean, I do have an extra thing to make the hole like longer and skinnier. And then there's that weird house in the background, which
With
does
a
have that
Big
Wes Anderson-esque feel.
yellow smoke explosion coming out of the top. Nothing's the matter. I just have news and I have to tell someone. My big news is that I'm a chair who grew arms. And I love motorcycles.
This is absolutely weird. Is this a blow up?
Yes, it is.
Oh, zoom
Because at
out.
first it was
Oh,
just the
okay.
hands holding the postcard with the motorcycle on it. So I decided to zoom out to see, what else was around it. And boy, wow.
It got weird. It got
Wes
weird.
Anderson.
Anderson-esque. And apparently, maybe that's the digital Princess Leia action figure. But it's analog.
My mom changed her mean turtle and said I can have a puppy, provided I feed and sour milk break it. Turtle puppy.
What is she?
It's
So
turtle
she
puppy.
gave up her mean turtle by like killing it. And
No,
giving
she
the shell to the
changed.
puppy?
No, she changed her mean turtle.
Oh, okay. So perhaps he got a new shell.
Yeah.
I mean,
See what's
sounds
interesting. What's interesting, Brent. You gave me a word that you'd never given me before. Earlier in the Madlib. And the actual proper word that goes in this sentence is the word you gave me.
Wait.
She changed her mind. And said I can have a puppy.
So that is weird because I've never given you the word mind.
I want you to go with me to the shelter and pick out a perfume. And it must be in a magical bottle. And we will hold it like a potion on a train.
That is completely Wes Anderson from beginning to end to background, the whole shebang.
That hat is ridiculous. Like that may be going a little too far, even for Wes Anderson's whimsy, you know?
It depends on who this person is. Because I've seen hats in that same vein at like Ren Fair and stuff.
I don't care what breed. It can be a cocker gravestone or a stark raving mad retriever.
That is such an odd interpretation of that.
I had trouble getting anything other than pictures of dogs. This is the closest thing I got to something that resembled Wes Anderson and also something that was a little more interesting than just a picture of a dog. It's a mutt. It's just a mutt. I mean, there's gravestones next to it. It's standing in between two gravestones.
Yeah.
And apparently the living dead are on the couch behind it.
Yeah. I was noticing that they look sort of... it's fun because the front... It almost wants to make you think that this is black and white in the front, but I don't think it is because look at his collar.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. He's just black and gray, but all the color is sort of washed out of the front, so it's all...
Yeah, the grass is dead.
The grass is dead.
It's clearly inside.
It could even be a German duct tape.
What in the world? I can't decide if this was a zoom out or not.
It was a zoom out. It was just the general...
The guy.
Yeah. And the
Captain
duct
Obvious.
tape, the duct taped animal things that were on either side of him. But I decided to zoom it out.
I didn't realize they were duct tape.
Yeah, they're covered with duct tape. They're all wrapped in duct tape.
And look like tigers.
Well, they look like horses. The ones on the left and right in the back look like horses.
Oh.
But up in front, it's two different, like, big cats. Well, the one's wrapped in duct tape. The other one, like, it looks like he works for the train or something, you know, because he's got like
he's a
paperwork
Muppet.
in front of him. Yeah, he might be a Muppet. You never know. I'll see you first thing in the morning. Go back to sleep. Try counting chicken feet.
Why are you a bear?
I don't know. I don't know why it did that.
And
There's nothing
one
in
of
the
those
prompt that
things
said that.
is not a chicken.
Well, no, but I mean, look at his feet.
Oh, yeah, and his hands. I don't know if his hands are like just deformed or if they're corn.
Or if he's just got really, really coarsely woven gloves on.
Okay, that makes me feel better. But also, why are we talking about hands when?
Yeah, I mean, they're not even in, like, the feet aren't even in focus, which is weird.
I'm almost thinking that maybe this is like a dog who's wearing a little outfit and you've just stuck these chicken feet down there. You know how you'll do, like, make a dog look like it's got, evil legs.
Like, or
whatever.
human hands or something, yeah. But another small little thing, like, why are these chicken hairy?
Oh.
All right, well, that is the end of the Madlib.
Oh, but it's not.
But it's not the end of the fun.
And they got a
'cause do have-
Remington painting on the wall back there, notice.
It's true. But they do have some honorable mentions that I think are pretty good. Here's the first one. Oh, this is the barn owl in pajamas. And apparently
those are
also
some
from the set of Mean Girls.
Fabulous pajamas. Mean Girls or Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Yeah,
we're
that
not quite
too. Could be
sure.
Priscilla. Here we go. There's
Oh.
the digital Princess Leia action figure right by the bed. Apparently, Princess Leia now is part of the Empire because they gave
Or-
her an Empire uniform.
Well, maybe she's like,
She's
spy.
undercover. Yeah, she's
And
undercover.
apparently she's at Charles and Diana's wedding.
Yes. The other thing is it looked like a royal wedding behind her. But at least she's behind the barricade with her two snake
Lizards.
lizard things.
Or maybe they're skinks.
It's 31 a.m., but when I sleep over at your house, this is always the time you clap up and go to the mind. I have no idea where this came from. Nothing in the prompt asked for wolves on a couch or a guy holding a handful of popcorn or
With a
Christmas
wolf
trees in the background.
head.
None of it asked for any of that, but it gave me that.
Such a I mean, I think Bosch
Don't know
made this
why. It's just completely wackadoodle. Mom changed her mean turtle and said I can have a puppy, provided I feed and sour milk break it. And yeah, she changed her mean turtle into dinner.
Well, or maybe she's just threatening it. If you don't,
You
straighten up,
don't
you're gonna
stop
be a
being mean.
gazpacho.
If you don't stop being mean, we're gonna serve you up.
But
It's
yeah,
a French
this
delicacy.
over the top, like the floral pattern wallpaper with the floral curtains and the floral tablecloth and the
hints of-
flowers
And the hints
even
of
the
pastel
brocade.
coloring. Yeah, all the pastel coloring. Yeah.
The chairs are even floral, but it's a brocade, and then the oriental rug carries the floral. I'm surprised there aren't pictures of flowers.
That would have really sealed it if those two pictures in the back were just pictures of roses.
But
Well, that is going to be it for our show this evening. Thank you guys for coming by and watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Brent, for hosting with me.
oh, it was a blast, and now I'm never gonna look at a big purse the same.
Yeah, me either. I'm also going to have trouble looking at dogs the same, which is bad because I have one. But anyway, we're going to get out of here. Make sure you click like and subscribe before you leave, and we'll see you guys on Thursday.
It's 3 a.m. Mark can't sleep. He keeps spinning in circles, counting sheep. So he picks up the phone, rings Johnny's line. But Johnny's in a sneaky deep sleep this time.
Wake up, mon ami, I need your ear. Mom changed her mind, the choice is clear.
I'm going to the shelter when the sun comes up. Help me pick a puppy, I need your love. Puppy love, oh, amour de chien. It's wagging tails and mighty paws again. Clap up and go to the mine, my friend. Cause this restless heart's got time to spend. Puppy love, it fits like a glove. Won't you help me, Johnny, find my puppy love?